We chose beans because of the benefits, the sustainability, and really the diverse implementation that we could use with beans. My name is Christine, and this is Brian. So we're both founders of The Only Bean. We started the company in 2017. And we started it on a mission to create innovative food products, but using beans. To make healthy, sustainable, and delicious food products across categories. So our first line, we did a Better For You pasta, which is 100% made from beans, and it looks like this. So this is our edamame. We have our soybean and also the black bean. Then earlier this year, we actually launched our second line of products, which is our crunchy roasted edamame beans, like this. So we only launched it online, and we will be launching this product into retail stores for the second half of the year. And what inspired us to, start this company? I think that growing up in a family of food scientists has really impacted our decisions. I'm from Battle Creek myself. And so many people ask me, does downtown actually smell like Fruit Loops? And yes, it does. It really does. So my father is actually a food scientist for Kellogg's, and he just retired after 25 years. We do have a third partner as well in the company that was a food scientist that just retired from Kellogg's. So I think growing up, being surrounded by this kind of environment where our family, friends, and aunts and uncles all work for Kellogg's, and then we're used to them constantly bringing home like new food products. I remember my dad would bring home these fruit roll-up flavors and for my brother and I to try. So I think that has really played a major impact on us.
Michigan State made a pretty big impact on who we are today and the decisions we made. I come from more of an entrepreneurial background. My family owns a restaurant in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I grew up kind of helping them out. But once I went to Michigan State, it kind of accelerated that entrepreneurial path. It created an environment where I could not only learn about business, but also build my own network and start my own business, which is exactly what I did at Michigan State. So my freshman year, I started a DJ and event marketing company. And it was really interesting because I was able to, go to class, learn things, and then immediately apply it to my business. And then also utilize all the resources at Michigan State to kind of expand and learn on that. And I think, Michigan State, the 4 years I spent at Michigan State, learning, building my own business and doing internships really guided me to understand who I am and what I want to do in the future. So that those 4 years at Michigan State was definitely life-changing for me and impacts, kind of every decision that I make, everything that I do.
The biggest challenge is how to sufficiently use your funds to make sure that every dollar counts. I think that most startup companies would agree with me that capital is very limited. And because of that, we have to figure out how we can spend every dollar effectively. And so for us, Brian and I have, learned many different skills and carried many different hats, throughout our journey with The Only Bean. And we were very proud of that because I think that those are some experiences that you wouldn't have learned otherwise.
I think the main thing is just understanding how to pivot and adapt. So for us, when COVID first hit, I remember the first month is basically every grocery store that we're in being sold out of everything and calling us and basically saying, can you deliver to our store? And we're like, how much would you like to order? And they're like, whatever you have, like our shelves are empty. So for like the first month, it was definitely retail grocery stores kind of going crazy. People are panic shopping, buying everything they can. And then a month after that, you see a quick shift where everyone's staying at home. Nobody's shopping at grocery stores. No one's going out. So we noticed that people have started buying online. So we kind of have to look at where our customers purchasing our product and that's where we should focus our attention. So we kind of shifted to a direct-to-consumer model where we're focusing a lot on e-commerce, and which was actually a good thing for us because you get to connect directly with your customer. You have a lot more data on your customer base, where they're purchasing from, and you can also reach a lot more people because the stores that we were in last year were just in the Midwest. So e-commerce allows us to sell nationwide. So we kind of shifted our focus to e-commerce last year. It was also very difficult to reach a lot of buyers. Buyers were also kind of panicking and trying to replenish all of their inventory just as quick as they can. And it's mostly essential products, not new specialty products that they were worried about. So then we just started planning. Things are starting to get back to normal now. So we're able to get into more grocery stores, meet with more buyers, virtually, of course. But yeah, we see COVID as something that impacted our business a lot, but we look at shifts and changes like this as something positive to make you be more creative and think of different ways to be successful. We both kind of love traveling. We've had a lot of international experience. Mine started when I was at Michigan State. There was a program, study abroad program in Hong Kong, and I did that for a semester, and I think it was pretty life-changing for me. I think the main benefits were understanding different cultures, because when you're in an international program, there's people from all over the world that are going to that same city. So it's not just like you're meeting people from that location, it's just people from all over the world, similar to you, studying abroad. So I thought it was a really good experience just meeting, networking, building a network of global people. And then also, we both did programs. I did a master's in international business, which was in Shanghai and Dubai. And then Christine did an MBA program in Shanghai in,
UK.
In the UK. So we definitely love traveling. We look at it as an opportunity to kind of open up your mind and understand different perspectives, cultures, and then you also see a lot of opportunity. You see things that you wouldn't normally see back at home. So I really encourage people to travel. And if you're a student at Michigan State and have the opportunity to study abroad, definitely recommend it. I think it's one of the best decisions I made when I was at Michigan State. There's no right time to start your business. Actually, the right time is right now. So I would suggest to anybody thinking about starting a business out there, especially if you're a Michigan State student, to start testing your ideas now. Utilize all the resources you have. Once you graduate, you're an MSU alumni, so you still have access to a lot of the resources, but when you're a student, you're right there. You can go to all your professors, ask for help. They're experts in all these different fields of, finance, accounting, marketing. So you can test your business idea, and then you have like expert consultants right there that will help you for free. So it's the best time. And don't think that you have to wait until you graduate or you have to work a little bit to make some money. Just be creative and test your ideas as soon as you can.